Hi and welcome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect.
Right. So we are going to be talking everything sandals today. Can we go now?
Sure. Let's
All right.
go. Are you packed? I'm packed.
I can be packed in 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Totally do it. So, I mean, after talking about all these fun things that we have in mind, let's talk a little bit about coming down to the Caribbean and see what it's all about.
Would love the
You told
Caribbean.
me you have some clients that have recently looked at the over-the-water suites. Well, why don't we go ahead and show them
That would be great.
what it's all about,
It saves you a plane flight around the world.
right?
They're beautiful.
Let's do it. So why don't we do this? Let's buckle up
Take a trip.
because we're in. You know that we're Sandals and Beaches, the only 5-star luxury all included, exceeding everyone's expectation. And you know that.
Yes.
You know that. You're having your trip pretty soon, so that's a lot of fun.
Yes, I can't wait. Counting the days.
I know, right? Well, before you know it, you'll be there. So let me go ahead and take you.
They say 5-star resorts and all-included resorts can't go together. We beg to differ. Sandals, the world's only 5-star luxury included resorts. Historically, all-inclusives were grouped together and perceived as budget vacations, but we separated ourselves from all others and created the luxury included vacation. We kept improving the product, adding new innovations, new luxuries, and raising the bar even higher by giving guests more quality inclusions than any other resorts on the planet. It wasn't long before Sandals emerged as the world's only 5-star luxury included resorts. Exceeding expectations. It's how we earn our stars every day.
Well, if that doesn't take you there, maybe some of this will. I mean, check out some of these accolades and awards that we have received throughout the 27 years. It's incredible. You really want to go somewhere where you know that you're really going to get that type of service. And the only way that you're going to know that you're going to get that type of service is by seeing this. This shows you that, in fact, Sandals and Beaches has received that many awards, and you're going to go to a place where you're going to feel right at home. Check out some of these things that have been created for 2 people in love. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I am so ready. I mean, just looking at that pool where you can be with your honey and just enjoying everything that there is. And yes, right there, your Love Nest Suites. That's one of the over-the-water suites and bungalows. Actually, if the one on the right is a shot of Sandals South Coast in Jamaica. It's on the southern part of Jamaica. One of my favorite places to go when I'm in Jamaica. Let's go ahead and take you on a little journey through some other Love Nest suites, because maybe some people want something like that, but maybe are still looking at other places. Because, let's face it, there's a place for everyone, and we want to go ahead and make sure that we are sending them along with Kelli and your agent, right, Amy? We're going to go ahead and take you either to a Love Nest suite in Ocho Rios, perhaps maybe Grenada. But you want to go ahead and you want to decide. Like, for example, every time I go to Sandals, my husband doesn't want me taking pictures. The reason why is because I come back with a honey-do list. So my bathroom has already changed 3 times in the 24 years that I've been working for Sandals. And apart from that, everything else, it's like, yeah, that's not like Sandals. Let's go ahead and change it. So these are just some of the things that you can go ahead and use those decorations. Those are inspirations.
Yes.
Things like that you don't see at your average all-inclusive resort. So come on down, check them out for yourself. Don't take my word. Don't take Kelli's word for it. Go and do it yourself. Right, Kelli?
Definitely have to see it because it's amazing. And we've stayed in plenty 5-star hotels, and there's not very many bathrooms that have
They can compare.
tub. It's great.
Awesome. I like to call that tub the Cheerio bowl, because I can just imagine Cheerios floating in milk. It's just absolutely incredible, right? But
So
if that doesn't convince them, let's go ahead and talk to them a little bit about the club sandals. So what you're going to go ahead and do after you speak to Kelly or Amy, you want to make sure that you're deciding the room categories. But Kelly, you're going to be able to tell them about the room categories. So it's not just I'm going to go ahead and put there's a room category designed for you. I personally have my favorite. Kelly has her favorites, and this is how you're going to go ahead and decide if you're going to want a luxury, if you want a club, which is a concierge redefined. It's just an extra service that's not added. It actually comes with your room category. So you're going to go ahead and decide before you even step on that plane, which is the best room for you. Don't worry. Don't be concerned. Kelly's right there. Kelly knows how to reach me. We can go ahead and help you. You're not on your own. You
No.
have people that are going to back you up. If you decide that maybe a club or a concierge redefined isn't what you're looking for, there's the butlers. And Kelly, who's excited? Who is excited?
I'm excited.
Awesome.
I can get Jason to go a couple more times between now and the end of the year.
I know, right? You never know. You never know.
He has not used any vacation days due to this. So I told him he'll have plenty to do some other trips this year.
I totally agree. I know I can't wait to get on that plane. I love traveling. It goes through my veins. And, not being able to go on a trip is really getting on my last nerve. So I need to get out of here.
So ready. I can be packed 5 minutes.
Me too. Me too. You know what? Screw that. Let's go and let's buy everything from the gift shop. Forget about packing. So let me go ahead and let you know about the different things that you're going to be able to do with a butler. So you have your luxury transfers that are going to be included in certain room levels if you choose a butler or a club sandals level. So this is just an added bonus once you go ahead and you decide what the room category is. But like I told you, you have absolutely nothing to worry about because Kelly or Amy will be able to help you. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about our pools. So we have all these pools that are there for you to enjoy. Sometimes these pools are located in secluded areas. Like for example, in Ocho Rios, you're going to find 105 pools. And I want you to know, Kelly, I counted them. They're there.
I'm going to count them all.
Okay, and you're going to see that I'm not lying. They are all there. There's 105 pools, right? You're going to take a picture of all of them. You're going to be able to find them because some of them are secluded. Some of them are just open to everyone. So all these different type of things are there for you to choose from. You want to go ahead and take advantage not only of the pools, but of the resort itself. But keep in mind that all your water sports are included. Paddleboarding, we got them. Kayaking, we got them. Snorkeling, yep, we got them. Sailing and scuba diving. So if you are an avid scuba diver, how about Kelly, Amy, and I invite you to come and scuba dive down in the Caribbean?
Beautiful.
Right? All you need to do is have your PADI certification. And if you don't have your PADI certification, don't worry. You can get certified once you're down on property and use them while you travel to the sandals and beaches closest to you. Keep in mind, you don't have to bring anything. Just your bathing suit, please. Everything else, you're going to get right there. So you have your fins and you have your snorkels and you have your belts and stuff that I've never used in my entire life, but I'm sure you know what they're for. You don't have to bring them. And that is perfect. Everything else, you have your land sports. So it's not just your water sports or your scuba diving, it's also your land sports. You have tons of pool tables around there. You have some tennis courts that are available for you. Keep in mind that even if you want to go playing tennis at night, did you know that we have some tennis courts that have actually lights in the evenings? So these are just things that you can go ahead and take advantage of, along with the basketball and the volleyball and everything else, and golf.
Lots of golf.
Lots of golf. You have golf in Ocho Rio. You actually have golf in Jamaica. You have golf in St. Lucia. You have golf in the Exumas,
Yes,
the
the exuberance
Bahamas.
pretty.
So these are things that this is actually a shot of the Exumas. And I have actually gone around that golf court, and I have to tell you, it is amazing. Amazing. I can tell you how many balls have actually fallen in that ocean, but it is absolutely fantastic. If I were an avid golfer, that would probably be the golf course that I would be taking. But there's tons of things that you can do. Now, another thing that you want to go ahead and make sure is that you are also going ahead and choosing a tour when you go there. But don't worry, because Kelly knows exactly which tour she can go ahead and offer you. So that way you don't have to worry about that when you get down to the islands. Just go ahead and let Kelly tell you, which are the tours that are available, and then you can make your choice. If you are going to the Exumas or if you're going to Nassau, you have to do the swimming with the pigs. Yes, you
Yes.
swim with the pigs, but it's not like you're swimming in a pool. It is absolutely incredible. I did it in October with some of my agents that we went to Exuma, and I could not believe the shades of blue that I saw in Exuma. It was absolutely incredible. Kelly and Amy can take you there with Sandals and Beaches. Don't worry about a thing. They got it covered. Apart from that, this is something for you ladies. And well, maybe some gentlemen also want to go ahead and enjoy, be pampered a little bit, is our spa experience. We have all these spas all over our properties, and you have tons of opportunities. But don't worry, you don't have to make a decision right now. Let Kelly know that you're interested in a certain type of spa. Kelly can find out which one is the best spa service that you're going to be able to get. And you never know, maybe at the end, Kelly might be able to offer you something. So you got to wait till you get to the end. How about that, Kelly?
We can
Now,
wait.
for those of you that have decided that you want to tie the knot or retie the knot, all of that is there for you, right? It has to be with the same person. No, just kidding.
We do have that rule.
Yep, we do have one rule. The only thing we can't do is divorce you. Come on down. Make sure that you take advantage of everything we have. And since it is your wedding, you can go ahead and customize it. So let's say, for example, that you love shades of blue, but you want a different color cake. Hey, it's your wedding. You do what you want. Just Kelly know. Kelly will put you in contact, and that's it. Done deal. Anything you
They're
want,
beautiful.
they
Beautiful.
are absolute. They're stunning.
Wedding setups and the customization and what you can pick, it's just absolutely over the top. It's
I
beautiful.
agree. I agree. They're not for nothing, but I have to say, I haven't seen anything like that anywhere.
No,
Have
and
you?
I've done destination wedding meetings and they've set up displays and I've never seen one that has been this over the top and with every little detail.
Everything taken
The
care of.
details were amazing to me.
Good. I'm glad. I am so glad.
I loved it. I wanted to get married again.
Awesome. Right? It does. It makes you want to go back and just do it all over again. Why not? So these are just some of the different samples, but remember, these are not themes because we don't have packages. These are things that you are going to go ahead and decide. But don't take my word for it. Let Kelly go ahead and make that for you and just figure them out. Check them out. See which one you like and which one we can go ahead and do. There's tons of perks, tons of them. There's 1,500 premium perks that you can go ahead and choose how you want to go ahead and divide them. Like when you stay 6-7 nights or longer, you're going to be able to go ahead and you can put $500 towards your license, $200 for photography, all these things. And even if you can't stay for 7 nights, because sometimes, some people are in a hurry, you could stay for 3 nights and still get $250 per couple per night. So these are just all these different type of things that you're going to go ahead and see. Now, here's where I'm a big foodie. Kelly, you know, I am a big foodie because you and I always talk about different type of recipes and foods that we like. We were talking a little bit about, you know, things that we see and things like that. So just check this out. Some of these things are an added charge at other resorts.
Yes, they
but
are.
you come to you go to some all-inclusives and they tell you that there's 5 restaurants, but 3 of them are extra charge. So in reality, you're going for 2. Well, you know what? Not at Sandals. You come to Sandals, everything is actually included. All your meals.
Prices are amazing.
Endless. Sandals or Chorrillos has 16 restaurants for you to choose from. Beaches, Turks, and Caicos.
If you're there 7 nights, you can't even get to all of them.
No, you can't. But you know what? That's when you go and you have an appetizer, and then you have your first course, and then you can have your dessert, and then the next day, right? We didn't say that you were going to come back skinny.
We'll reinvent progressive dining.
There you go. I like that. I like that, Kelly. You never know. I might steal that from you. But let me go ahead and show you.
Let the only 5-star luxury included resorts dazzle you with a journey of culinary excellence that spans 21 cuisines across 5 continents. We call it 5-Star Global Gourmet. Unrivaled in taste, originality, and presentation, Sandals offers up to 16 restaurants per resort. And since it's included and unlimited, you can dine whenever and wherever you like, all day, every day.
Take this journey to the stars. Come and take this journey to the stars. Come take a journey to the stars.
I don't know about you, but every time I see this video, I just get hungry. It is crazy. It is crazy. But just so you know, from the farm to the table, that's what our master chefs are actually doing at Sandals and Beaches. So don't be surprised if a new theme comes around and you get them at Sandals and Beaches. So I am talking about, if you're a sushi lover, I'm a sushi lover. And I have to tell you that if I don't get my poke fix every time I go to Turks and Caicos, I am not a happy person. But you know what? Every time I go, I get it, and it just gets better and better. I do know that there's a lot of people that have maybe a culinary issue. So if you do have any culinary need, just tell Kelly or Amy no. They'll be able to go ahead and speak to the resort. Have you had any instances and things like that happen?
I do, and I mean, they're always accommodating with food allergies or anything that people need.
Absolutely. We don't want you to feel that you're coming on vacation and that you're not going to be able to have a good time.
You're stressed out about eating.
Right. I did. I actually had, I had a friend that went, we went to, I think it was Sandals White House or Sandals South Coast, sorry. We went to Sandals South Coast, and she was saying that she had to travel with her gluten-free bread because sometimes she wasn't sure if she was going to be able to get a meal that would be accommodating and wouldn't hurt her stomach. Well, you know what? She took back her bread. She didn't even use it because we had opportunities for her to be able to go ahead and just use each and every single one of the restaurants and just tell them, I need gluten-free. And guess what? She's like, and they were good.
And they've asked us too. Like I've had them come, you go sit down and they ask immediately if there's anything that they need to do, accommodations, any allergies. They want to make sure that everything's taken care of before you even start.
So I'm not lying. You know that very well. I actually had at a Café de Paris when I was at, I think it was Sandals South Coast, one of them. And I actually I'm like, you know what? Let me see how this brownie tastes, because if it's gluten-free, what the heck is in there? And I tasted it and it was so good. I'm like, I could get used to this. It's like, it was super good. So coming down to Sandals is not going to be a sacrifice.
No. And they really, I think the authenticity too of their food. I'm excited for the Nashville hot chicken. I know they sent someone up to Nashville, being that we lived there for so long. Everyone thinks they can do Nashville hot chicken and you can't, but I do know they sent someone up to Nashville to study with one of the top hot chicken restaurants on how to make it for the resorts. I mean, that it's like they want to take that extra time and make sure it's perfect.
It sure is. And if you're celebrating anything special, let Kelli know.
Yes.
Let us go ahead and treat you like you are you are our guest. We want to go ahead and make sure that you feel like that special person that you are. So let Kelli or Amy know, let them know, so that way we can go ahead and take care of everything for you. But I got more. See, this is where we're really good at. The other slide and this one. So just keep in mind that all the top shelf beer, alcohol, wine, anything that you can imagine, we have it at Sandals and Beaches. But it's not just the ones that you're going to see at the bar. You're going to see that at the restaurants. You're also going to go ahead and see them in your room if you have a butler room category, if you have a club level. If you're not sure, ask Kelli. Kelli will be able to tell you exactly where you need to go. So these are just some of the different options that we're going to go ahead and have for you. Now, if you have ever seen what a speakeasy is, I've only seen them in movies, and then I saw them at Sandals Ochi Beach Resort. We are the only one in the entire Caribbean with a speakeasy bar. And if you don't know what it is, don't feel bad. I didn't know. I had to Google it. I went to my room and I'm like, okay, what is a speakeasy? I figured it out. I'm like, oh, I've seen those in those movies, those old-fashioned black and white movies. Well, we do have that available. And the martinis that you're going to have in that bar, you're not going to have anywhere else. And it's true authentic. So the people are actually dressed.
Yes.
Just as if they were in the 20s.
And you can bring your own outfit, because a lot of people dress to go out that night to the speakeasy.
They deck out. They surely do. You see a lot of feathers, and it's just a lot of sequins.
You won't be out of
sexy.
You may be out of place if you just go casual.
I know you might. You're absolutely right. So these are just some of the things. We want to make things fun for you. Come down, enjoy it, and enjoy everything that we have to offer. Because remember, we do have tons and tons of party time. So we have tons of themes. And if you want to know what these themes are, just ask Kelli. She'll be able to find out for you. And just keep in mind that you want to go and enjoy your time. This is your vacation. We work very hard on a yearly basis. We get to pamper ourselves and come down to a resort that's going to be able to go ahead and do each and every single one of those things for you. Now, did you want to say anything about the party time, or you want me to just...
Whatever resort you choose, we will get you a list of what parties they are hosting every day. So that way you're prepared.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to find a resort that's good for you. I'm going to tell you where we're located. By telling you where we're located, I am going to show you that in Jamaica, we are in the island of Great Exuma, and we're also in Nassau. In the Bahamas, we're located in Great Exuma and in Nassau. That was a trick question. I just wanted to see if people were paying attention. Now, in Jamaica, right? You did pay attention. So in Jamaica, we're also located in Montego Bay, where we're Sandals Montego Bay, Sandals Royal Caribbean, and in Ocho Rios with Sandals Ochi and Sandals Royal Plantation. Now, also in Negril, we have Sandals Negril, and in Westmoreland, we're also Sandals South Coast. But we're going to hop on over into the Eastern Caribbean, where we're located in Antigua, and we are located in St. Lucia with 3 resorts, Sandals Regency La Toc, Sandals Grand St. Lucian, and Sandals Halcyon. We're also in Grenada with Sandals Grenada, and in Barbados with 2 resorts, Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal Barbados. So those are the 15 resorts in the Caribbean where we have the most incredible beaches. But let me take you to Sandals Royal Caribbean. Right at Sandals Royal Caribbean, you will be where we had our first over-the-water suites and over-the-water villas. Now, if you notice, Everything is love included. So that is even how we have our decoration of our over-the-water villas, over-the-water suites, and we have our over-the-water villas. Our over-the-water suites are the ones that are in the heart shape, and then our villas are the ones that are just 5. Those are exclusive. Those are so exclusive that you need to let Kelli know if that's what you're interested in, because they run out. They sell out like hotcakes, do they not?
They do.
You need to make sure, but I mean, if Kelli finds 2 nights available and then the rest of the nights, don't be discouraged. Go for 5 nights at another resort, and
Right.
then hop on over right before your last 2 nights and take advantage of your over-the-water bungalows. So these are, sorry, over-the-water villas. So these are just some of the options that you're going to be able to see. Just check them out. They're so inviting.
They're
I know
beautiful.
they are gorgeous. Have you seen them inside?
We have.
They are amazing.
It it was shocking. I mean, the water, with being able to see the water under it, and your hammocks out there over the water, the outdoor shower, everything was
It
amazing.
is. I agree. I must agree with you. Every time I go, I really hate to leave the room because I don't want to. They're so gorgeous. They're huge. You think that a whole family.
Yes, if you didn't want to, you didn't have to leave. I thought just every detail, even from the butler entry before your room, so that way they can come and leave you breakfast or whatever, and they're not in your space and they don't wake you up.
I
Everything
agree.
was thought of.
Everything, every single detail is thought of. I must agree with you. Everything you look at, wherever I mean, you can actually nitpick and see that everything has been taken care of. I can just imagine myself laying down on that bed at night, turning on that light and watching the sea life. I mean, it has to be something so incredibly interesting. I would be mesmerized. I would probably stay there for hours just watching that.
It'd be, yeah,
Right?
you definitely will be entertained.
And keep in mind, if you decide that Sandals Royal Caribbean is the choice of your destination, don't think that just because you can't stay in one of the over the water, that's not going to be an issue, because you will have access to that offshore island.
Yes.
That's included with your price. Kelli and Amy can go ahead and get one of the other room categories on the mainland for you. All these restaurants are going to be there for for you to take advantage of. If you're in a butler room category, you have nothing to worry about. If you want to stay in your room and stay there, your butler will take care of each and every single one of those needs. Now, like I told you, we had several options in Jamaica. We have another option of the over-the-water suites in Jamaica, and they're located in Westmoreland in the White House area. So let me take you there and show you. I love this area, and the reason why is because in the middle of nothing, there's no resorts next to you, right? It is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. You're going to come down and you are going to enjoy everything there is, and these rooms are amazing. What do you think, Kelli? Can you get used to that?
I could. I may be spoiled after.
So can I. So can I. I totally understand. And if over the water suites and over the water bungalows weren't enough, remember we have the over the water bars and we have the over the water chapels where you can get married. These are just different options that we have there for you to choose from. Who's going to take you there? Kelli will. All the different type of cuisine that we have. I know that when I go there, you cannot get fresher sushi than right there by the sand. That is how incredibly fresh you're going to find your sushi. Now, keep in mind that I just want to let you know, you can island hop. You can't make up your mind. You want to go to Antigua, but you want to go to St. Lucia, but you also want to go to Grenada, you want to go to Barbados. You don't have to choose. Kelli can take you to each one. So you can actually stay at one and hop on over to the others. You can take a flight. The flight's about maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I did it last year, and I actually did them in a whole entire week. I spent 2 days in Antigua, hopped on over to St. Lucia, then hopped on over to Grenada, hopped on over to Barbados. One entire week I was able to see. Now, I wasn't on vacation. I was actually, well, I kind of was, because I was actually working. I love working like this because I do what I love. So these are just some of the different perks that I get. But if you're coming down on vacation, you want to go ahead and maybe relax for 4 nights and then hop on over to another one. But keep in mind that if that's what you want to do, Kelly can do it. There's not a problem. Kelly can take you down to the Eastern Caribbean. But let me just show you that in Sandals, St. Lucia, you have 3 different options. So keep in mind that you're going to be going to Sandals Regency La Toc, or you're going to be going to Sandals Halcyon or Sandals Grand St. Lucian. They're only 20 minutes apart and your transfers are included. Remember, there's no tipping and your transfers are always included. The last thing you want to do is arrive in an island and it's like, okay, now what do I do? No, not with Sandals. Sandals is always going to have someone there that will be able to take you to your resort. So keep in mind that does not happen with Sandals. Come on down. We have golf included. But let me take you to Sandals Grand St. Lucian, where is our 3rd option for our over-the-water suites. So these are just some of the things that you're going to be able to see at Sandals Grand St. Lucian. Keep in mind, these are not in the shape of a heart because they're actually a little bit more secluded, and you're going to be able to see that. Now, with all the different type of promotions that Kelly will be able to go ahead and give you, we have our 777. All these things are there available for you. Now, Kelly, we can go ahead and give them different things. We can go ahead and give them maybe an and a candlelight dinner.
Ooh.
Or maybe a catamaran, or maybe they can go ahead and do a tour. All these, or maybe even a spa credit. So all these different type of things are there. You can go ahead and help them. If they're in a club level or higher for 6 nights or longer, you can go ahead and choose one of those. Now, if you're going to go ahead and stay for less than that, we also have an option of $100 spa credit, and we have several of those resorts that we can go ahead and give them to them. So with that being said, Kelly, I am extremely excited that we have been able to take them, on a little journey through the Caribbean. We went to Jamaica. We also know that we are located in Bahamas. We have resorts in Grenada, in Barbados, in St. Lucia, and in Antigua.
Yes.
What do you have to tell them? I think I told them everything.
I think you did a really good job, but I think the hard part's going to be for them to choose which one.
Right? But you know what? That's it. And it's not going to be so much hard. It just basically, let's figure out what they want. So the only way that we're going to be able to figure out which is the best sandals for you is if you call Kelly. Kelly knows how to reach me. She has my phone number embedded in her eyelids. She knows how she's going to be able to go ahead and just basically, it's like, oh, yeah, let me call Tanya. So just so you know, these are the different type of things that we can go ahead together, because your job is already done. You guys reached out to Kelly. You guys have your half of your job done. Kelly has been down to Sandals. She knows exactly where she's going to send you. And if she doesn't, which I'm really sure she does, she can reach me.
Yes, and there's lots of choices, and we can accommodate pretty much any taste as far as location and accommodations.
Perfect. So that's awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Sandals and Beaches, I want to thank you all for checking us out, and call Kelly.
Yes, and thank you so much for doing this with us and giving
it's my pleasure.
And you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.